Congratulations to Liverpool Football Club. I don't think Arsenal are going to go on to win this league anymore. I've been harping on about Liverpool all season. Maybe I need to take a little bit of humble pie right now and just sit back and just back at what's happened this season and just say to myself, where could we have done better? But before we go any further on to Arsenal, I just need to sit here and acknowledge Liverpool. You guys look like you're going to go on to win the league. Doesn't seem like anything we can do at this point. Congratulations. Let me get into it right about now. Yes, people, what's going on? It's Egal Talks About, back again with another video, and today's video is a little bit of an emotional one for me, as I've been saying for the last couple of years I thought we were going to win the league. I thought a couple of years ago when the World Cup was going on, we looked really good. We should have been able to get over the line. Unfortunately, Saliba got injured, and we had a poor end to the season. Last season, Man City were just better than us, and we ended up falling off at the end of the season. One game, we could have just one result in a different manner, and we could have probably won the league last year. But then this year, 26 games into the campaign, with 12 games to go, Arsenal now, what is that? We're what is that? 8 points behind. 8 points behind, ladies and gentlemen. We're not catching Liverpool. The reality situation is whenever Liverpool drop points, we drop points. Whenever Liverpool win a game, we tend to win a game. We're just kind of matching their points for points. And we've had too many results recently where it's just been poor. Liverpool have had a better attack than us. They have one of the best players in the world in Mo Salah. Defensively, we've been very similar, but defense can only take you so far. If you could still lose games 1-0 left, right, and center and still have a decent defense, you know what I mean? Overall, I'm looking at this season and I'm saying to myself, this season relatively looks like it might be over for Arsenal in the league, at least. In the Champions League, at least we can beat PSV and see where we go from there. But even then, I don't give us a real strong hope of winning the Champions League either. Losing in the FA Cup to Newcastle, that pretty much ended our chances of winning a trophy. Also losing to Manchester United in the FA Cup ended another chance of us winning a trophy. And just going through some of these results, like, just look at this. Like, West Ham 1-0. West Ham fully deserved the game. You can't say anything about refereeing decisions or anything. It was a deserved red. Aston Villa, we were 2-0 up. We bottled a two-goal lead. That's 2 points right there off the 8 points gap that Liverpool has. Brighton game, another game where a player got sent off. Another game where a player got a penalty. Like, Saliba could have done better there, or we can complain about the penalty, but we could have buried that game. Could have finished off Brighton numerous times. Poor performances there. Just going through some of these results, the Everton draw, just not clinical. And if I'm not mistaken, we had Gabriel Martinelli and those guys available in that game also. Yeah, so Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, and Kai Havertz were available then times. We can't even say it was the attack that was injured. We were still drawing 0-0 at home versus Everton back when we had the likes of Gabriel Martinelli and Havertz and everybody else. So even then we were still poor in attack. You go through it, you just look at the results that we've had, the negative results. The Fulham game, oh my goodness, the Fulham game. Why is it always teams like Fulham who end our campaigns? Like, look at that. We still had the likes of Bukayo Saka, Havertz, Trossard in the team them times. We can't really be complaining about injuries as much at that point, because we were still going toe to toe, and really and truly, we should have buried that game. Fulham away, it's just a bad hunting ground for us. Fulham have our number recently, and I'm sitting here. I'm not gonna be a Debbie Downer and just sit here and give you all the negatives. Like, this season, there has been some positives. For example, Ethan and Mazu Skelly coming through and giving us so much quality in the team. We found ourselves two quality players that can help us going forward. Of course, our back line and everything has been solid, but there's just too many issues about our creativity, too many issues about our goal scoring. We need more creativity in this team. We need more goal scorers in this team, and that means we need to go and address that in the window coming up in the summer. If we don't do that, I really don't know what direction we're trying to go in if we don't do that, because we need a left winger or another winger to add more creativity into this team. We need more midfield quality with the likes of Jorginho and Partey leaving. We also need to look at the striker position, which everyone has been talking about for a while. But I do think even if we didn't have a striker this season, we should have been a lot closer to Liverpool. We really have ourselves to blame. And at this point, with all the injuries and everything, it is kind of you kind of give yourself a scapegoat or an out on why you're not performing. But fair play to Liverpool, man. I've been on their case a lot this season, but it's only because they've been the team that we've been chasing. We've been looking up at them for majority of the season. They've been a really good side. Offensively, been the best team in the league. Defensively, been one of the best teams in the league with us, as we're currently the best defensive record, and they have three more goals than us. Their goal difference has been outstanding, and they've only lost one game the entirety of the season. Where it hurts Arsenal, we've drawn 8 games and lost 3 games. Now, if we could just convert some of those draws into wins, it would be a lot closer, but that's shoulda, coulda, wouldas. That's excuses. I don't want to do that. Now, everyone's going to then say, what do you think about Mikel Arteta? Listen, Arteta makes mistakes. He's not perfect. I admit he has made some mistakes in setting up the lineups in some of these games, in some of his tactics in some of the games. But I fully don't hold Arteta accountable for everything this season, as I do think Arteta has been one of the main reasons why Arsenal have been able to still stay competitive with all the major issues that we've had this season. And I wouldn't I wouldn't get rid of Arteta this season. I would go again next season with Arteta. And I'm not sitting here. I'm not going to write off Man City. I'm not going to write off Liverpool. I'm not going to write off anybody. But if Arsenal gets what they need to do done in the attacking phase this summer, I have the utmost belief that this team is almost at the finish line, and we just need those one or two pieces to get ourselves from A to B. Think about it. Our defense is sorted. Our goalkeeper sorted. We have some quality midfielders already. We just need to add one or two pieces to that forward line, and one or two pieces to midfield. One piece to midfield that can just add a little bit more quality, that can get us to that next level. And I would probably keep I'd probably keep Partey now, maybe for at least one more year extension. Give him a 1-year extension or something, or a 2-year extension, something, just to give us more squad depth, because we don't want to get weaker in the summer. And right now, 2024, 2025 champions, it's going to be Liverpool. It's unfortunate that Arsenal have now gone 3 years in a row where we've been close and we just haven't been able to get over the line. But it's really down to the board letting us down in January, not getting the signings done that we needed. And although I'm disappointed and I'm doing this whole concession speech, I'm just going to say this, man. Fair play to Liverpool. Fair play to Arne Slot. Fair play to Mo Salah. This might be one of the most impressive individual seasons in Premier League history if he breaks the assist record also. But yeah, fair play. Have a good day, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys think. And hopefully, I don't know, try to enjoy the rest of the season if you're an Arsenal fan. And hopefully we don't have to give Liverpool a guard of honor at their ground.